welcome to Great British Ghosts. In this new series, I'm going to be travelling around the country to discover some of the most haunted places in Britain. This amazing building is Chavenage House in Tetbury in Gloucestershire. It dates back to the Elizabethan period, and not surprisingly, it's packed full of haunted history, including a headless horseman. Today we're in the heart of the Cotswolds. Later on I'll be going to the village of Prestbury, which is said to be one of the most haunted villages in the whole of England. But first I'm on my way to Woodchester Mansion, a magnificent Gothic-style manor house. It's not an easy place to find, and let me tell you, even this driveway has a haunted, eerie feel about it.
I was sitting right here that night and I couldn't believe what happened. Over there, on that table, the glass moved just a little bit across the table and then flicked right over, fall onto the floor.
Well, in the footage, it's your typical ghost. It's grainy, but it's just a hooded, shaped figure that glides across the doorway.
Last year, we had a gentleman who left his camera running on slow all night, and at 2:15, you actually see at this corner of the room, it goes very dark, and you see a strange light dart straight down to the floor, and you could hear metal on metal.
He felt some force on his back pressing him onto the ground, and he looked round, he couldn't see anyone. There's no one around here, and he knew none of the stories of the house, so he carried on. And the next thing was that he was actually being physically forced into the floorboards, his head pinned to the ground.
All of us saw his face change. It sort of like grew on one side, and literally we all stood there. It was quite scary.
I've got to be honest with you, I've been here 12 years now. That first 2 weeks was awful, really was. And I'm a local guy, I'm not scared of the dark, and I never used to believe in ghosts. I do now.
It was Sunday and I went up into the tapestry rooms, walked in and I felt a presence there. Bravely I went into the room and still felt, and at that moment I was absolutely convinced there was something in the room, almost like a poltergeist.
I probably shouldn't be saying this on camera, but there was a lady about 20 years ago who went down the caves as a visitor, and she was a spinster, and she'd been frigid all her life and had no sexual experiences. And she said she was attacked by the evil spirit of my ancestor when she was down the caves, and came running out and was completely shell-shocked, and it turned her into a raving nymphomaniac.
And this is the way to the cellar, where we've had some really quite eerie activity.
The cellar's always haunted, isn't it? If anyone's going to be haunted, it's the cellar.
I think you're going to like this.
I'm Michaela Strachan. Join me for my new series, Great British Ghosts.